Alright everyone, we start off today talking about the SPLC deciding to delve into some newspeak, and it's like straight out of 1984, or something like that, or it's actually a little bit more like Animal Farm, with some animals are more equal than others. It is very, very strange. And there will be people that actually support this. First and foremost, though, if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a pinned comment. Actually, I'll pin a comment there with 4 links to other video hosting sites that I use. At the very least, you should be joining me on BitChute for the exclusives that I make there. I'm going to keep with the 3 video and BitChute exclusives now for a few more days or weeks, and then I'm going to transfer to I'm going to go back to making 4 videos a day. 2 of them will just be on the alt tech sites. However, one stumbling block is that on Odyssey, for some reason, the videos that I record, they don't format properly. And so I'm going to try to do the read-down trick from Dailymotion that for a while I had to use on YouTube, and we're going to see how that works. Anyway, a link in the description, because the SPLC Center is actually bragging about this. What they've decided is that for black separatist movements, they're going to collapse their list. Like, they have like white supremacist, neo-Nazi, black separatist, Christian identity, and I think a couple of others that they have there. But they've decided that this specific category of hate groups, some black separatist movements are okay. So if you're an identitarian, this is literally what they're saying. If you are a black identitarian, the SPLC does not have a problem with you. If you say kill whitey, that's perfectly okay. They specifically list only when those groups delve into anti-Semitism or outright terrorism, do they have a problem with them. So, you can be hateful. Their hate map will not show you all the hateful people that are there. They don't care about some of those groups, and their excuse, of course, is, well, this is a historically marginalized group, they're fighting white supremacy. No, saying kill insert ethnicity here is not fighting oppression. And it wouldn't be construed that way by any legitimate individual. Certainly the SPLC, maybe not the most commonsensical of groups, but they would never construe it that way for any other particular group, except for black identitarians. What they are fundamentally saying with this, read it for yourself and consider the linguistic propaganda deeply embedded in this statement that they're making, is that they do not have a problem with identitarian depending on who the identitarians are, and they do not have a problem with hate depending on who it's directed at. That is, that they have created, in a de facto sense, an us versus them with this particular idea. Now, I've stood against all hate throughout my life. Somehow I still get cast off as an evil Nazi or something. The SPLC, meanwhile, gets cast off and universally applauded by the political system as fighting hate, we fight bigotry and stuff. And you're saying, well, Louis Farrakhan, well, we don't really have a problem with most of what he says. It's just that whole not liking Jews thing that we don't like. If he doesn't like other groups of people, though, not really a problem. Oh, he said kill the police? That's fine, no, we don't stand with that thin blue line stuff. Oh, he said something about white people, being responsible for X, Y, and Z. That's fine, too. A collective punishment for a group of people, many of which had nothing to do with whatever grievance you legitimately have. I would think. It's about time all these groups, though, need to wise up. Just saying to the ethno-nats and similar groups, for the most part, most of the problems that you identify are the result of globalistic government policies. Most of them. And the cabal that runs the world is not, it's like a fucking rainbow, so it takes all types to tango. You think that the black president of Nigeria and the white president of the United States don't both endeavor to collectively screw their populations and make money off of them at their expense? They parasitize most of the populations in the world. The problem is this. The only exemption to globalism is like deeply impoverished states that have been fucked by globalism, or tin horn states that hold out against globalism but arguably in some ways are worse. Like Venezuela is not kind of sort of, at least in the Western Bloc sense, isn't part of that same sort of global cabal system, but it's still subjugated to the Chinese, who in turn partner with globalism. You can go to Malawi. You can go to Rwanda or something, but then, you can go to Haiti, but then the Clintons will come and fuck you in the ass because the state's too weak to protect you against the globalists, even if it doesn't work with them outright. Black separatism is just as nonsensical. Imagine this. Imagine that there were a white separatist group And they're like, well, we don't even hate black people. Like, imagine like the Proud Boys with Tario there, who got cast off as being a Fed snitch, despite the fact that he was actually calling out actual terrorism, I believe at the time. So it's not like he was glowing in the dark, but that's the way the media cast it off to try to fracture their particular movement. And it was interesting. So you got this half-black individual, this Hispanic individual, running the supposed white supremacist organization. You have hit pieces, stink pieces in the media now saying, well, it's possible for like black people to be white supremacists. We're living in clown world, dude, and now the SPLC is saying, yeah, it's okay to hate white people. That's fine. Just don't hate the Jews. Just don't hate the Hispanics down the road with which you've had a family squabble. That steps over the line. But as long as you're harassing or disliking, as long as it doesn't delve into outright terrorism, your hate is not going to be listed on the hate map anymore. Because it is it is good hate. It's new hate. That's about all. Peace out.